Today, AMC rebounded, closing on the green with with a big green day, closing above the 12% gain. This is good because it bounced off of the 200 moving average, and even though technical analysis may not be as relevant on this stock as others, it was kind of expected when you hit some major levels, which can either act as a resistance or can, signal another bearish territory, which I wouldn't be surprised if this today was down to the 25, and we're going to talk about it in a separate video. But today I want to share with you something that is kind of ridiculous personally when I read it. There is another hedge fund shorting AMC as the meme stock's darling falls below $30, right? First of all, maybe by the time they wrote this article, it was not down $30, or maybe it was, but it went all the way up to even 34, which is a big gain for just a few hours on a trading session. But that's not even the thing, guys. The thing is, with so many things happening, I kind of question why. Why? Why? You see what I mean? Like, why? Like, seriously, why? Why will you get into AMC shorting it now? Especially when we have so many things in favor of this thing bouncing. Maybe it will not bounce today, but you are at very high risk getting into now, because this adds up to the whole in favor of the short squeeze happening, because you may be here getting into the 30s, okay? And just today you already lost not that much money, but it's just $3. What is $3? But when I look at what this company, how much money they are managing, James Henbury, or this asset manager, hedge fund, managing over $4 billion. What is $4 billion compared to maybe a Melvin Capital, who lost actually the same amount back in GameStop? So with AMC having a lot more people, with AMC having a lot more buyers and holders, with AMC having a lot more attention, why will you get in with just few assets under management? If it was a $400 billion company, hedge fund, I would say, yeah, maybe. If it was a $40 billion company, I would say maybe. But a $4 billion, man, they can probably get like squandered, like vanished, vaporized, when this thing goes all the way back to maybe the 70s, okay? But here is where it is good. Because first of all, when you look at the reasons why they are kind of getting into the play, it's because of major distortions, okay, stemming from AMC result-driven run-up have presented some compelling short opportunities. They are going all the way back to the traditional value of AMC, which, if you really look at the FCF and you discount what AMC expected revenues is going to be in 2022, and you kind of discount it to today, the share price is already even not what it's trading now, just from a fundamental value, okay, from a traditional standpoint. Now, the other thing is, it's clear that you're kind of saying, and this is true all over the internet, they are saying the steam, it's fading, retail, interest is fading. I wonder why. I wonder why the volume is fading on the New York Stock Exchange, on the NASDAQ, on all of the other lead markets, but the volume is increasing on the dark pools, actually 77% today. So when I look at that, okay, and I look at this chart, Q1, this is what all the suits bought, and look at how many sold. This is again Q3, how many bought and how many sold. I look at the failure to deliver, which has now reached an incredible amount of volume. So potentially entering into a gamma squeeze here. When I look at all the FOMO which might be creating when this goes all the way back to the 40s, man, I just can't wrap my head around this. But to finish this video, guys, this is why it is very interesting, and I think this is a good thing for us. They are doing us a favor, because when you look at where we stand so far since we hit that 65 or high 70, all along the way, when when the share price was dropping, I can imagine some new shorts getting in. Like this one is not a big short. It's not a big hedge fund. I mean, $4 billion is not that much money to short a company or a stock like AMC. Okay, because if you get in here at 33 and if you get squandered or vaporized at 50 or 60, it creates that domino effect where because you got in here at 30, maybe you lost everything and then you cover, that will also trigger another hedge fund, maybe with 10 billion, also covering, triggering another short squeeze event and another hedge fund and another hedge fund and another hedge fund. And that potentially is a good thing for us. So thank you, Ode. Thank you very much for giving us this favor and blessing us with you getting into and just to potentially being squeezed. But yeah.